Hey family, what's good? This is your girl, Anne the Bronze Goddess, and I'm actually here today to do another strawberry letter, and this one has a foolishness alert. I'm gonna tell you that right off the bat. Anyway, be sure to check out my new book. It's called The Dating Game, How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right. It's available on both CreateSpace and also on Amazon. Of course, I will link it below. Without any further ado, let's go get him. Hi, I'm 21 and my boyfriend is 23, turning 24 in 4 days. Our 1 year will be in May, but right now I'm not sure if he's the one for me. We dated for a while and then he moved away, so it's long distance now. He tells me that he loves me all the time and wants to even move in together. I even met his parents and all of that. Lately he's been hanging out with this lady that I don't want him to. They go out and he comes back really late, and he even took her to the movies, which seems like a date to me, side eye. Girl, I'm gonna get you for that. What you mean, seem like a date? Don't you go to movies with your man? Isn't that a date when you do it? Girl, I'm gonna get you. I told him that I didn't want him hanging out with her, and he said, I think it's a date. If I think it's a date, then he won't go. But I later found out that he did go. They still hang out. One day he hung out at her house, and a guy was over there and pulled out a knife, and she pulled out a gun. Like, why does she even have a guy? After the fight, he called the cops on the guy, and you will think that that would make him leave that place, right? No, he still went back there, and they go over there to smoke and eat after the fight. So when they got back, I have to summarize it. She doesn't give me a whole bunch of punctuation. Basically, when they came back, after the fight that the boyfriend got into with the random man at this chick's house, they still went out. He said they went out to smoke and to eat. But when they got back, his car had been vandalized. And she's saying that you would think all of this would make her boyfriend stop hanging out with this other woman, but he's not doing that. She's basically saying that she doesn't know what to do. She keeps asking him to leave her alone, but she won't seem to do that. Now this is the thing. I need you to watch my 5 signs that he's not into you video. I just posted it today. Be sure to check it out. I will link that video below. The 5th sign is that you should never question your relationship. A man that is truly into you will never have you feel like you're in competition with another woman, and that's exactly what's going on here. It's not that you are losing your man. I think that you've already lost him. He may care for you deeply, but this is the type of man that needs somebody with him at all times. When you became long distance and he can't do things like go to the movies with you and hang out with you and go out to eat and all those types of things, he needs that. Long distance is not good for him. It's not working for him. Regardless of what he's saying, his actions show that he needs somebody that he can do things with. Now, do I think they slept together? Absolutely. I think he did cheat on you with this woman, and the reason why I can say that and I feel so firm about my kind of conclusion is because I feel like, who does all this for a friend? At the end of the letter you say they've only been talking for a month. You already expressed to your man that it makes you feel uncomfortable, that he continue this relationship with this other person and he can't seem to stop. The Bible talks about staying away from even the appearance of evil. This looks bad. Whether it's your boyfriend, whether it's your fiance, whether it's your husband, that's why I wanted to do your letter. Because I feel like, just like Maya Angelou once said, sometimes we're blind because we want to be. You knew exactly what clues to put in this letter, what information to let me know that this has been going on for quite some time. You have the same information that you gave to me. This doesn't look bad to you. He took her to the movies, and even once he told you he wasn't going to take her, he still took her. So he lies to you about little things. Don't you think that will make you believe he lies to you about big things, like exactly who she is and what she means to him? Even if he hasn't been intimate with this woman yet, I feel like he wants to be. He is wooing her. He's taking her out. He's fighting dudes for her. Like, he's trying to impress her. I feel like she is his new love interest. I'm not saying that your man doesn't care for you or once cared for you. What I am saying is I feel like the long distance is really taking a toll on the relationship that you have, on his side of the relationship. I feel like he needs somebody to be there for him more often, all the time. Now, what I feel like you should do is I feel like you have to realize that you played a role in this. I feel like you turned a blind eye to all of this. Now, I'm not trying to blame the victim, but I am trying to say that you need to take responsibility for your role in this. When you told him in the beginning not to go out with her and he's still going out with her, you should have ended it. Like, what do you need to happen? He can't stop talking to this other woman. Whether he's cheating on you or not, isn't that enough? Like, I feel like if you were married, that wouldn't work. So why is it working now that you're just dating him? You wouldn't let your husband carry on a relationship with some other woman, so why would you let your boyfriend? You have to realize that who you date is who you marry. This same man, should some miraculous change happen and you marry him, this is the type of behavior that he will give you. You need to realize, and I want to say this for a lot of my young subscribers out there, and you guys are 21, 24, a lot of you watch me in your dorm rooms and have strawberry letter parties. Hey ladies! I think that's so sweet that you guys do that. But anyway, I know. But I want you guys to realize that if you're seeing signs that you're not into, you don't appreciate these things, he's not making you feel good about yourself, he's making you feel like you're in competition with other women, you need to end it then and there. Why stay in a relationship? I think you have to go into a relationship with the mindset of, I'm trying to see what I want in a man. And when you start seeing things that you don't want, you have to leave. That all has to do with confidence. If you are a confident woman and you're confidently dating, when you start seeing things that you don't like, behavior that you've asked to change but doesn't change, you can walk away. A woman who has a little bit of confidence or less confidence is a woman who stays in situations where she knows she can do better. You know you could do better, but you're still here. Is that men are attracted to confident women, and the minute they notice these insecurities start to pop up with you, it's sort of a turnoff. The fact that you're allowing all this behavior, and you're like, don't you see her anymore? And he still keeps seeing her. Don't you see her anymore? And he's still like, nobody. You're not a threat. You don't scare him. A man needs to realize, whether he's your boyfriend, your fiance, or your husband, that there is a chance that you could lose me. He has to know that. If he feels like there's nothing he can possibly do to lose you, it's a turnoff for him. Men like the thrill of the chase, and you're not allowing him to chase you in any way. You're chasing him. You're calling him. You're trying to find out what's going on. Where's he at? So you mean to tell me that your man is willing to risk his life getting in scuffles with some random dude? Like, that dude was probably some dude that she was seeing, or, you never know what that really is about. Once he's already lied to you. Once somebody has shown you that they lie, and they lie easy, and they lie often, they are in fact a liar. So why are you believing him when he says he's just a friend? Didn't he woo you the same way? Like, you don't notice the similarity between, didn't y'all go out to movies before you became boyfriend and girlfriend? Like, you said it seems like a date. What part of going to the movies with a girl that I'm sure he finds attractive is not a date? Is it not a date just because he said it's not? Tell me you're not that young. Because he said, no, it's not a date. Was it just the two of them? Did he pay for it? Like, come on, it was a date. But you're willing to brush all of that under the rug. That's why I can't let you off the hook. Because you said it sounds like a date to me. Then why'd you let him get away with it? The fact that he knows that he can't lose you is one of the reasons why he's behaving the way that he is. A man that is truly into you would never allow you to feel the way that he's allowing you to feel. I'm not saying that he doesn't care for you or that he never did, but I'm saying right now another woman has caught his eye, and I feel like he is wooing her. He has taken her out to eat, taken her to dinner, and he's even showing her that he'll make you put you on the back burner for her. Because I'm sure she's wondering how is he available to spend all this time with her if he has a girlfriend? How do you know that she even knows anything about you? You said that he went to the movies and you told him not to go to the movies, but you found out that he did. Who told you? Did he tell you? Did somebody else tell you they saw your man? Did he confess to the lie, or did he get caught in the lie? Because there's a huge difference. I feel like there's so much more to the situation than meets the eye, and I feel like you already know that. I feel like you are ignoring it because you like him. And I talked about it in my last video. I feel like sometimes we do that as women. When we really like someone, we're willing to overlook a couple of things. We make excuses. Oh, he's just being nice to her. He's just being shy. They're just friends. But I'm telling you, if a man is interested in you and only you, he will make that known to you. And any other woman that tries to approach him, he'll make it known to them as well. I got a girlfriend. I feel like, I don't know why you moved away. You just said, you moved away. You didn't tell me why. I feel like this whole long-distance relationship thing is not going to work. Because it's already been a month that he's known this new woman, and he's already looking around. It takes a strong relationship and a strong individual to be in a long distance relationship. It has to be a level of maturity and a level of trust. Trust that's not in your relationship. You don't trust him. You have good reason not to trust him, but you don't trust him. And without trust, a long distance relationship will not work. You have to know that when you're not around, he's being faithful. And when women are pursuing him, he's shutting that down. You don't know that. He didn't shut her down. I feel like at this point, you need to realize that this is not a relationship that you need to be in. And you need to go into any other relationship that you ever go into realizing that this is every man you date is not going to be your husband. So when you start realizing that he doesn't have husband characteristics, you need to let that go. Don't look at it like it's a bad thing. I know that's going to be more easier said than done, but understand what I'm saying. You could have been pregnant by this guy. And you could have been chasing behind him for child support, or you could have been running behind him to be in his child's life. It could have been so much more complicated. You could have got an STD from this guy. You could have spent 20 years with this guy. And the reason why I want you to get over this, and I want you to find a way to see the bright side, because if you don't, you will carry this mistrust, this bitterness, this resentment, this anger into your next relationship. And you will make the next man pay for the sins of this one. So you have to be over your breakup. You have to find a way to see the good in it. So you know what? Although he wasted some of my time, at least I'm still young. I'm still pretty. I didn't have any kids with him. I'm still in college. I still have so many things going for me. I can move on. You have to find a way to let it go. You have to let that go, or you will bring this bitterness into your next relationship. I think that you should still date, but I think you should take your time when you're dating. Allow a man to pursue you and make sure he's into you. You can't be more into him than he is into you, and you're doing the chasing. That's not how men are wired. They want to do the chasing, and you're chasing him. That's how you know it's not going to work. And you don't trust him. Another reason why you know it's not going to work. I say cut your losses, find somebody else, or basically not even find anybody, but just enjoy being single. You don't have to be somebody else's better half to be whole. Anyway, that's it for my love and relationship advice for this particular letter. Be sure to let me know in the comment section below, what do you think of the situation? And if you love this video, you will love my book. It's called The Dating Game. I will be sure to link it below. Also, be sure to check out my last video, which is the 5 signs that he's not into you. Check that video out. And even my other video, which is the 5 signs that he is into you. I'll link them both below for you guys. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Till next time, later divas and dudes. Deuces, honey.